trying to get ahead
Yeah.
in this relationship. No, I don't want you to be bothered by me. I need time to just work on myself. You don't deserve to be around me right now. Like, you deserve better. Like, it's that
Because
type
he
of...
knows what's coming. He knows the woman's pissed.
Yeah.
She's gonna, expose him too.
Exactly. Jenny said that she's quite confused. She reads it, and later she realizes SJ
Yo.
still didn't warn her. Even this text messages, he's not even asking her. It's just okay.
Yo, Aiden, I'm streaming now. Mother, I do the stream.
And you kept saying,
Mother,
what?
I'm doing the stream.
Very nice, very nice.
Joey starts going to the doctor with random symptoms.
Alright.
Exit out of this in a safe way is to just let it happen and then hopefully.
Alright, it's time to play some Minecraft.
Which in that case, that's straight up.
It's Minecraft time.
But after this, the two of them kept talking more and seeing each other regularly. I did see a lot of netizens kind of pick on Jenny for this aspect, but I think that's completely normal. I think another thing is she had a lot of respect and admiration for this guy, and just because of this moment, maybe she was trying to convince herself that it wasn't that dramatic. She was being dramatic. Maybe this is the start of a relationship. It's just, there's so many ways that we try to protect ourselves.
Maybe not lettuce,
So after
just
this
because it's.
he's talking to her, and she's
I don't
happy.
want to risk this
And each
area or
time she would
something.
beg to wear a condom, but he would constantly say things like,
Oh,
it'll be
brother.
fine to get pregnant now. It's still safe without a condom. It was bizarre. It was the last thing that you would expect out of a medical professional's mouth. First of all, if you know that he's not concerned about using protection, second of all, how would you know that she's not getting pregnant? Because one of his excuses was like, you're not going to get pregnant. And third, it's just a very rude, dismissive way to combat someone's legitimate sexual health concerns. So Jenny is confused. She's not on the pill, so how is he sure that she's not going to get pregnant? But at the same time, she starts second guessing herself.
Oh my god.
Maybe I don't know what's going on with my body. So again, Jenny's story sounds weirdly similar to Alice's, but unfortunately that's not all. Around this time of April 20th, Jenny starts going to the doctor with random symptoms. Like she's having a headache, she's having fevers and chills and sweating, just weird symptoms that she's never had before. She genuinely had no idea that it was STD related. She blamed herself for having a weak immune system. She's like, God, why am I
Oh
getting
my
sick?
god.
But then she's being sent a post, an online post from her friends. They're like, that you were dating that YouTuber guy, the pharmacist. Everyone's saying that this article is about him. She didn't think anything of it. She didn't think she was gonna go down the rabbit hole. It's probably just rumors. There's rumors about YouTubers all the time, right? And then all of a sudden, she starts getting bombarded with messages from SJ. He texts her, I didn't commit any crimes, I hope you know that, but I can't keep seeing you because I'm ashamed and I'm embarrassed with everything that's going on. Thank you for being so nice to me, and I'm going to quietly self-reflect and work on myself at this time. I think this is a manipulation tactic. Just the even thank you for being so nice to me, like it just feels like he's trying to get ahead of this rumor in this relationship. No, I don't want you to be bothered by me. I need time to just work on myself. You don't deserve to be around me right now. Like you deserve better. Like it's that.
Because he knows what's coming. He knows the woman's pissed and she's gonna expose him too.
Exactly. So Jenny said that she's quite confused. She reads it and later she realizes SJ knew he had herpes and still didn't warn her. Even in his text messages, he's not even asking her if she's okay. He's not even asking her or telling her to get tested. It sounds insane. And it almost sounds like goodbye, right? Like they're breaking up. But no, SJ kept reaching back out to her. And he kept saying how sincerely sorry he was. And he called himself trash. He said that he deserved it. He was apologizing. Take care of him for the rest of his life if something happened. He was very apologetic, that is, until.
That's fine. Let's really just smush it.
A big lump of knobs.
And it showed that he was negative for
For
type 1 and type 2, which now even Jenny.
Mom, a big lump of knobs, Mom.
She went from being
And it has the
disappointed,
juice.
arrogant, angry, Dude, he told Jenny that
Yo, what is this clip?
to let everybody know that it wasn't him that gave Alice herpes. He said, sure, he tested positive for the bacterial infection, but that's completely treatable. He even told Jenny that his uncle was an attorney and he was going to sue Alice. Anytime Jenny tried to get clarification on Alice's story, okay, well, why did she get it? How did she get it? Did you have sex with her? At what point did you have sex with her? Why would she do this? Esther just completely brushed her off. He also claimed that he had a picture of Alice in his phone and he would expose her on the internet. Side note, I don't know how disgusting that threat is. So I don't know if this picture is sexual in nature, because that's really vile. But even if it isn't, it's disgusting that he would even think to out a victim who clearly wanted to be anonymous. So Jenny's scared, confused. She's waiting on her own results for herpes. She's terrified. She honestly hopes that he was telling the truth for her own health's sake. She said at times she was just straight up trying to.
Look at her face. I'm gonna do this yesterday too. Like I have to keep going in and out of the video.
I'm stealing all the internet with my stream.
Trying to convince herself that this man was innocent. He had tested negative, right? Which means, of course, he's gonna be angry. Of course, he's gonna say these things about Alice. I mean, wouldn't you, if someone accuses you publicly of doing something that you didn't do? And Alice's post was eventually taken down. So that led to people being confused on what really happened. Was it fake? Was it a rumor? Did she lie and then she took it down when she realized it was getting way too much attention? We find out that Alice took it down to protect someone, to save someone. And it wasn't herself. SJ had threatened to kill himself if she didn't take it down. He texted Alice the Han River. Side note, the Han River is a river that runs straight down the middle of Seoul. It's been a huge problem for the country as it's one of the most used public areas for suicides. It's estimated that at the very least, one person tries to take their own life by jumping off the bridge into the Han River on a daily basis. The government has tried everything. Some parts of the Han River bridges, they have 10-foot tall security railings. They have put phone lines for people to use. They put statues of people comforting one another. They even tried plastering inspirational messages on the bridges, but it still proves to be a problem. I believe right now South Korea has implemented AI technology that scans your face when you're walking close to the bridge, and the AI technology is able to point out if your face looks in distress.
What?
And they'll send emergency services that way. Kind of crazy.
Wow.
But SJ would text Alice, the Han River looks so warm right now. I feel like I should jump in the Han River. If I disappear from this world, then everything will be solved. So to protect SJ, once again, Alice took down her post. And I don't know, maybe with time the internet might have moved on, because unfortunately that's kind of how it goes. Something bad happens, it's on to the next. But a month later, another post was made. This one was by Jenny, and she detailed how she met SJ, what happened, and I've condensed the post because we've been over some of the information. But hello everyone. I also have a story of a YouTuber pharmacist. So Jenny recounts how they met, how he would pressure her into having unprotected. But then she also describes how he tried to convince her that the original poster Alice was a liar. She believed him until she got her test results and she tested positive for herpes. She wondered how that even made sense if SJ tested negative. It's not like she was sleeping with anybody else. The doctor told Jenny that for men, testing through urine is not nearly as accurate as testing through blood. Even for women, like testing through blood is the best way. But since Jenny tested through blood, her test results were likely more accurate than SJ's. She also showed up positive for the UTI bacteria, which is consistent with the first victim and SJ. All her symptoms match that of Alice's.
나중에는 제가 물이라든지 커피를 마시고 싶어도 무서워서 못 마시겠더라고요. 너무 고통스러워.
She said that even when she found out that she tested positive, she tried to stick by SJ. He kept trying to convince her that he had no idea.
Yo, my Minecraft chunks aren't loading, bro.
She was so distraught with her diagnosis, but she didn't want to talk to him. She said that he was so busy with work. I didn't want to complain about Anytime she did,
If I
or
get
she would
some,
express any
chips
stress,
and like
she would always say things
some
like,
taco sauce,
"I'm
my
sorry,
girl,
I'm just a piece of trash. Like I'm gonna take responsibility, okay? But I'm just
taco sauce
God,
is not a
trash.
baking sauce.
Just
I
guilt
know,
tripping her.
but
Or he would manipulate her emotions
if-
and try to gain her sympathy by
If
saying
I
things
don't
like,
get rid of all the
"But you
taco
feel so
sauce,
overwhelmed,
chips,
like you
I'll just
can't
grab a
breathe.
spoon.
Maybe I should just end it all." But then one day, SJ told Jenny that he had a stomach flu, and then he ghosted her. Ghosted her. She thought he must be feeling really, really ill, right? Because he's not responding to any of her text messages, any of her calls. So she made fresh homemade porn after this guy knowingly infected her with herpes. Made fresh homemade porridge and went to his house. He wouldn't even open the door. He texted her, "I'm busy," and she had to walk away with her phone. She said, this guy has a good online image, but he acts like he's someone that cares about people's health. In reality, he's just trying to avoid his problems, take no responsibility for the women who now have problems because of it. He created this image like he's this angel for women, and he was replacing people. Obviously, he knew that he had STDs, and I just can't forgive him in the end for not telling me about it, and for not using a condom, both in a pharmacist professional ethics standpoint, but also in a moral human standpoint. This is so messed up. But the reason that I'm writing this is because he was so irresponsible after that incident. So I thought, what if there are additional victims besides me? And the first now. And it was Jenny once, and she would use text messages and posts to her by message.
Did you
So she
any
texted
of your
his anger, right? And she
Did
said,
you dip your
"Are you
chips in your
even
cheese at
sorry
all?
for the people
Not even
who
touch
love
it.
you? Like, are you gonna compensate me, or do I have to sue you?" She's pissed. And he texted her, "I didn't want to have to talk about this. I really wanted to solve this problem in the nicest way possible. But if you want to be compensated, you can just sue. But I will be lawyering up, and I'm just preparing for it because this is something that's messing with my career. I'm already preparing to sue the first poster, Alice, and the people who are talking badly about me. If someone posts any personal information about me or spreads bad rumors about me, then I have no choice but to sue that person. Look, I'm saying this because I liked you, and I felt sorry for what happened. So I wasn't going to give you some compensation. I can cover your hospital and medical
It's
bills,
Minecraft
but
time.
if you can promise me that you're not going to ask me for more money and that you won't go public or spread rumors about me, then I'll cover your medical bills. I just don't think I can offer more than this. I hope you understand. I've lost a lot in this situation." She said, "I guess him confessing his love for me was just a way for him to satisfy his desires. After I realized who he really was, my hands are shaking right now. And I'm crying. I don't think I'll ever be the same. I don't think I'll ever trust a man ever again. He has a younger sister. He has a mother. I'm a daughter. Why can't he think of anyone but himself? I think it'll be a long time before I ever feel this." These posts absolutely blew up. So SJ, Yakurutu, started deleting, privating all of his posted videos. Initially, he didn't deactivate or delete any of his social media platforms, and some of them are still up today. Just all of his videos are private or deleted. It's speculated that he was kind of waiting for everything to blow over so he could come back and act like that happened. But it wasn't gonna, because like I said,
Taco, burrito.
she had been in contact with him around the same time that Jenny had been in contact with him. So he's seen like so many different women all at the same time. But for the third victim, he never had.
Mexico, brother.
They just went on coffee dates. And
Avocados from
he
Mexico.
kept saying that he liked her and wanted to have sex with her, but he also admitted that he had a girlfriend. So Jenny,
Mother.
she's like, "Well, I'm not gonna do anything to you.
Mother.
This is really weird."
My stream's taking up all the internet. Actually, wait a minute. Hold up. It started buffering before I started streaming at 6, Mom. So it isn't my stream lagging it.
And he shut her down. And he said,
It's also taking my computer fan.
She checked with her hospital.
My computer fan's like going crazy right now.
So she offered to even pay for it, but he still refused to get a blood test. In fact, it's argued that as a pharmacist, he must have had some knowledge that a urine test is not nearly as accurate as a general swab or a blood test, but he probably went with that because if it was able to show negative, because it's not as accurate, he would be able to wield it around these useless results as if they meant something.
You can I faked the urine test because you know how you can just carry someone else's.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's not like a law enforcement ordered drug
Yeah.
test or something.
Exactly.
It's an STD test.
Yeah.
Netizens, they're showing nothing but support to these three women, and it's unclear if there were more victims because maybe they didn't want to get involved, maybe they didn't want to come forward. I wouldn't put it past this guy. But most people were saying they were understandably upset. But some little folks in the corners of the internet, they came out to leave some disgusting comments. Some were just trying to lecture the victims on how having unprotected sex was not safe. As if they didn't already know, they literally begged the guy to not have unprotected sex. But the really disgusting ones, they said things like, I'm not taking the YouTuber's side, but I just don't get either side of the story. Like, why do these women keep meeting with them? Another one read, it's very obvious what these women were trying to do. The victims approach the YouTuber to get something. Don't try to fool the netizens now that it backfired on you. So in reference to Jenny meeting SJ at his pharmacy, the netizen wrote, what do you mean you went there because it's a pharmacy? It's very obvious you went to meet the YouTuber that owns the pharmacy and had a little YouTube fantasy in your head. Look, I'm not taking his side, but you ladies need to be a bit more honest with yourselves. But at least it seems like the victims were able to lean on each other. Alice left a comment on Jenny's post and wrote, thank you for your courage in speaking out against him. I spend every day feeling so sad reading the comments, reading that it was my fault and that I'm just as bad as him. Thank you for posting this. Let's do what we can do together. I'll help you. So, what now? And finally, SJ made a statement, which I condensed, because it's a very PR statement. I'm a pharmacist and a YouTuber. First of all, I'd like to express my sincere apologies to the people who were hurt by me. I'm sorry for disappointing my subscribers. He said that he wanted to handle this privately, but it's a bit too late. He said he chose personally to close down all of his social media platforms so that he can stay quiet and self-reflect. He also said all these articles, all these posts, they are spreading things that are not true. They're just becoming rumors. This has led to more malicious false rumors being spread about him. And he said, you know what, I took the time, I took an STD test, I took time to self-reflect, and I'm coming to deliver the facts. He says he acknowledges his mistake and apologizes to the victims about not wanting to be in relationships. He said that it was nice to connect with them, but he never felt deep emotions for them. He said their lifestyles and personalities just didn't match. So with that, he apologizes. And he also apologizes for not having their safety at his forefront. He says, I'm ashamed to say that I've never had an STD test before this. I never had any symptoms. I guess I just slipped my mind. So first thing I did when all of this came out was I went to the hospital to get tested. As a result, I did test positive for gonorrhea, treatable, but for herpes type 1 and type 2, I tested negative. I had another re-examination done, and I was given the same results as the first. As a pharmacist in charge of health, it's my fault for not being regularly examined and careless about contraception and complacent about the situation. However, there was no forced sexual intercourse, and there was no intentional or malicious attempt to spread STDs. I feel very guilty. I'm not considering suing any of these women, but please refrain from disclosing information, malicious rumors, or articles that can infer personal information. Rumors, comments, and articles that correspond with defamation are currently being collected. I sincerely ask them to not cause any additional damage. Thank you all. I'm sorry. The public did not care at this point. They had the text messages. The public felt disgusting and gross. They felt manipulated. I mean, the way that nothing he said felt credible or sincere. Even the last part felt like a hidden threat to his victims. Like, I'm not trying to sue you guys, but I am collecting all the evidence that I think is defamation. I sincerely ask them to not cause additional damage. Like, it's really gross. Also, the fact that he claimed that he had never done an STD test prior to this, I think in his mind, he thinks people are going to perceive him as this innocent, naive guy. Like, oh, I just fall in love and I have sex with people and I didn't even think about these things. This is a medical professional, a licensed pharmacist that was pressuring numerous women to have unprotected sex with him. He had multiple partners and he never got to get an STD test done. That's not ignorance, that's not being naive, that's being incredibly reckless. That's the opposite of a medical professional. For his crimes, SJ was arrested and sentenced to 8 months in prison. But this is the infuriating part. He has 2 years probation. So if he doesn't commit a crime during these 2 years, he doesn't have to go to jail. So for 2 years, if he flies under the radar, he'll basically get away with it. And if he never serves time, if he never serves a single day in prison, he can keep his pharmacy license. So as
Yeah, just trying to get a lot of
it seems like he's either renting it out or hiring employees to work there. But he's making a living. He has his license. He's doing just fine.
It's finally gotten warmer. Like, it's been a while. Yo, this place is literally just
This guy will always be a neighboring business owner in the same building that SJ owns his pharmacy.
like Spawn is literally like so cold biased, bro.
I really think that helped SJ get that face said. Why did he kind of sense music then? Like, why really? Like, for what? The terrible part is, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
No equals.
The amount of sexual assault, sexual misconduct claims that have been filed against medical professionals is honestly alarming. And of course, for the people that, I don't know, thinking, I'm going to put a disclaimer. My sister's a medical professional. She's a pharmacist. I would trust her with my life, just like I would trust some of the doctors that I've worked with my entire life. But in any position of authority with power to help relieve pain and power to control people's physical health, mental health, these types of positions are going to be easy for abuse to take place. The AJC uncovered a sick investigation that doctors that are facing sexual misconduct cases are let off so easily. It's a bit different state by state. Some of the worst states, Georgia and Kansas, for example, every 3 doctors that are publicly disciplined for sexual misconduct, 2 of them are allowed to return to practice. In Alabama, nearly 3 out of 4 doctors. In Minnesota, 4 out of every 5 doctors. On a national level, out of 2,400 doctors that were publicly disciplined for sexual misconduct, half of them still have medical licenses today. In Kentucky, a doctor told the patient that she had underwear and then rubbed his mouth on her private areas. She pushed him off, but he said, "Sorry, it was so beautiful, I couldn't resist." In Missouri, a doctor asked a woman who was injured in a wound case if she liked being tied up. He also asked if she liked being urinated on during sex. In California, a psychiatrist rubbed the patient before exposing himself in a climax. In New Mexico, an ENT, an ear, nose, throat doctor, would administer anesthesia to patients, and when they were knocked down, she would perform surgical exams. In Georgia, a patient came in for a rash, and the doctor fondled her and shoved his hands down her pants. Every single one of these doctors that I just talked about were allowed to keep their license. Every single one. They'll keep the white coats, they'll keep the prestige, the money, the respect, and the success that comes with being a doctor or a pharmacist. It's infuriating and it's a huge disservice to the actual medical professionals who have given up so much of their lives to get to a point where they just can help and save people. It's so disgusting, honestly. And I'm not even really sure where to leave this case. I will say, though, the fortune teller was pretty spot on. He would make videos. He would be pretty famous. She just wasn't really specific for what he would be famous for. And I really hope that this state follows him everywhere. I hope everywhere he goes, people know exactly what he did. I hope this is what he's remembered for. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running. That's why at Grainger, we're here for you. With professional-grade industrial supplies and fast delivery. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Bada bing, bada boo.
That's me.
What do you want? I can tell you this. Alright. I wasn't sure it was safe, so I was trying to
You
interrupt
can't just
before.
read everything. I so.
Yeah, I mean, it's still good.
Right. No, it's definitely.
Mom,
What?
can't be watching YouTube right now. Nah, I'm just saying you can't watch YouTube right now.
Why not? His hair. Mom's watching.
Aiden.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey. Aiden. Did you know that I'm streamed in right now? I'm doing the heckin' stream right now.
That's me.
You wanna watch this heckin' stream? Alright, it's mapping time. Aiden, don't worry about my full inventory of that. This one's ID is 186. Oh my god.
No, your fucking hair to your face. Her lazy clothes are like my lazy clothes. Like, you yeah, it's fucking tape. This one's you. This is you.
Oh, we're in a war motion right now.
I'm like, Mom, my nail broke.
Yeah, this place is a hot biased biome area.
My hair's like killing me. That's kind of on point for these guys.
Chow time!
You know that?
Chow time!
Chow time!
Chow time!
And I got one of each,
You
which
still-
is kind of funny. That's the funny part about it. Did you see it, Eden?
Could have been water heavy.
Could have been water heavy, yeah. He's a cusp sign, though. He's like a day away from being a water sign. He's technically a Gemini Cancer cusp. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Earth sign hates me.
What?
It was raising kids based on by their zodiac element. And the Earth sign was like bombastic side eye. I'm like, I have one of each. Like, I have a kid in each zodiac group. The fire sign kills me. Water signs are clingy as fuck. Earth sign kid is just like.
I'm funny.
And in all honesty, though, even if he had been a water sign, it still would have worked out though because we would have had 2 air, or we would have no air, 2 earth, 2 fire, 2 water. But now we got 2 earth, 2 fire, 1 water, 1 air.
Yeah, but
Whoa.
it's all one of each for the kids.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he cussed hard. Gave them one day.
iPhone. What do you mean iPhone 16 Pro, bro?
That's why I always am like, I'll mow the lawn.
Alright, so beware of very warm biased biomes.
I'm like, hey, babe, I'll mow the lawn. Don't worry about it. I'm like, headphones and no kids. Fuck this. I'm just out here like fucking mowing my lawn. And Aiden be like, Mom, and I'll be like, yep, can't hear that. Mowing my lawn. Mom, can't hear you mowing the lawn.
It's because normally we always have to talk to you because our father figure never wanted anything. You always be like, go ask your father. Like, Darren, you'd be like, go ask your mom.
Yeah, and then if I walked into the room after he sent you away, you'd be like, how come you guys don't just fucking ask me?
Yeah. I swear to God, if I was the older version, I'd be like, go, what do you want from me? One knuckle sandwich? I'll get it.
Oh, fuck, been there. So I got a big old bruise on my tummy, actually.
Beware of very warm biased biomes. Bombo.
That's really hard. Down here somewhere.
Bombo clap.
I do that all the time. I'll be like walking around.
See, Aiden, Bumble Club means stupid.
Mom.
Aiden, we know what you were about to say there.
No, I don't say anything.
Excuse me, Aiden.
What else can you fucking do at that point?
That's silver.
I'd be crying.
I'd be laughing.
Are you serious?
Is it that you?
It is. Serious? An entire
What do you say? I know, like me and my friend Lennox. My friend Lennox is autistic, and I have ADHD, so we'll both just be like in the back of the class the whole time. When they don't believe you're autistic, but you react impulsively from a strong sense of justice, don't register hierarchy and authority structures, struggle to socialize in groups, fidget constantly with your own hair rings, and don't react to situations, don't believe failure.
We can recall these? Oh. Excuse me. We're gone.
The minimap ain't working right, bro.
I got. What?
Oh my god, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh no, that's like where.
So this place is ocean and warm biased.
That sounds just rough. You're trying to read it. Apparently, Sagittarius, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Libra, and Pisces. Dude, what the fuck? Because of fucking Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Virgo, Aquarius, and Taurus. Like, they're just. They're like, that ain't right.
Don't you dare.
Oh my god, I'm man. Get out here.
Look at Abe's hair. Bro, what is that?
Romance.
That.
Is that romance?
I don't know.
Pokemon! Pokemon! Your mother!
I gave.
Alright.
I'm gonna share that one on Facebook.
Okay, I forget what his name is.
I don't know.
Well,
You know what I'm doing, yeah, but I'll be there every fucking day. That's true, though. Like, do you know what you're gonna know? This is my first time being a mom.
Mom, this is your fourth time being a mom.
No, I still have my firstborn here. I ain't even done raising that one. He just turned 14. He's still a baby.
What?
Yeah, that's about it.
Listen to him, he's talking smack.
What? What the heck is that? That's me. I read the first bit. The week is not over yet. Since the week's not over yet, I'm really trying to stay positive. My 93% healed self.
I'm that second.
That's 7%.
Yeah, I have that in me. That's why you fucking piss me off and I lose my shit. And I'm like, alright, I'll bring the psycho bitch out since everybody wants to play with her again. Yeah.
Mom.
She's mean. You guys are mean first.
Mom.
What?
Done. Dega with ears up.
Dega has 8.
How can Dega get 8?
I don't know, that's cards.
No, my royal guard shield broke! He broke my royal guard shield! That was my royal guard shield! That was 70! Oh. Miss me. Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
It's funny. Every couple has arguments. Our arguments.
No!
I have 79 choo-choo jelly, dog. Bro, really? Christ.
Every year.
Dude, that's supposed to stop. Well, you got
Oh my god.
Yo, why is that true, though? I don't know, because I'm the nicest person I know when that is inside of my head. That's hilarious! Fuck these motherfuckers. Inside of his head, it's like, oh my god.
his head is. Oh, yeah, that's what you're saying now. I tried to go through music for like 14 years before now. But last week, girl, I said, oh, I love the kids. Geminis are outgoing, have friends. You're gonna be the first one. For the first time ever. And the first time
Some Sterling pickles.
I think that's why we get along, because I'm pretty sure your head is like a less fucked version of that.
Yeah.
You're a little less sweary, but a lot more like.
You're a lot more like brother. This guy stick.
He's just that fucking stupid mothercrap set off the fucking sidewalk. That's why we get along. That's what I do every time some group of people, some like freaking super loud group of people walks by, and I'm just in there trying to get freaking a health or something. I'm just like, gosh, like I'm doing that. Okay, at least I don't have. At least we don't have this marriage dynamic. What the heck is that? You have that dynamic. You were like, you spend all our money. Cleaning supplies.
Oh my god.
And now we like today a salad.
I know.
And now we're going to do this.
Recognize that sun's not hey, this is the first time, Mom. Let's fucking go again. Why are you running? Sometimes it isn't that bad. Okay. 99% of the time it is. But
Your mom doesn't lose her shit until well beyond like the
I think
relationship
I'm
has
not
reached.
that's
That's all.
Reap.
Mom's still mad. Mom, I have
Oh, let's find you up there.
Not with my friend.
Can you imagine if we have cats that get that?
No!
According to Gab. Oh, are you kidding me? My ancient short sword. Oh, my ancient short sword's badly damaged, so that's too bad. Yeet. I'm gonna go get a new one now. My God, I have enough things to get a new ancient short sword. I have 5 ancient cores.
How many, wait.
I have 2.
No!
Normally I have like 6, but like I spent all of them getting
I was so mad.
a new ancient shield and a new ancient bow.
I was hungry. I wanted to get home. I got fucking news that Justin came back to New York. I was pissed.
Oh,
10 miles an hour.
when I heard he got like freaking released from prison, I was like, excuse me. I was about to freaking flip out.
Yeah, New York State fucking down reform.
He's like, girl, are you serious? Like, do you know what that man has done? I know how to read some cursive. I can write my name in cursive.
Oh, Gen Z and the boomers are going at it now. I guess everyone's just like, millennials suck. And then we're just over here. Like, actually, it's went from millennials ruined everything to millennials are cringe fucking weirdos that don't realize that they're adults and not kids. It's like, I'll take it.
Because no
We're not having to fight with the old people anymore.
It's because no adults are adults. They're just bigger kids.
Millennials especially.
Their body freaking changes. Their mind does nothing. It just stays the way it is.
You do get more mature through life experiences. You may still keep your goofy, like, core personality, but like a lot of...
I didn't mean that as an insult, Sam. I'm sorry. It's because I thought I heard the freaking anger tone for a second. I was like, I'm sorry.
The nuker won. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Girl.
Oh, it actually said my ADHD or when they come home understimulated, so they're being mean. Oh, this is what I'm being. I couldn't even hear him over Gabe.
How's this?
Right, and when you did that, Gabe
That's a
went,
lot of nukes.
See, he's doing it right back at you.
The bird game?
Gabbert, he's doing
No
it.
viewer.
Gabbert's doing it back at you.
I heard it.
Yeah, he's trying to do it at him.
Man, what the secret?
He likes it.
I know he does. He likes to make annoying sounds. He likes when others make annoying sounds. It's a turd. He lives for annoying sounds.
Hold up, what BPM is the nuker one? I have to find out. I guess. God.
Always have certain locations. It's always a section.
I do even think though. I
Joe, you're welcome. It's always a section.
mostly I have. So much different in that game from music.
I know. Amber does too. So do Dragon Hearts. I can't. It's got it's just got first slot. The first slot. I've had it. Everyone should get this stuff. Of course, they can't fit them in their inventory and they're dumb.
You realize that Aiden's phone has more storage?
Oh, you're digging into my
So,
Michael, you ain't Sigma. You're Gigma.
this video is
Sucky and deserves death. Digga is kind of.
I don't need weak ears, I need strong ears. Lol. Is very bad. Bruh.
That's it. I'm just shooting this dude in the face.
Oil rig.
He's like,
Yeah.
this dude is making me mad and kept shooting me. So I'm just gonna murder him. I have so many ancient parts, I could start a factory for making guardians.
I need more videos on the nuclear 1.9.3 button.
No one cares.
Hold up, I gotta mute this guy's cringe intro.
With a Cologuard test, you can screen for colon cancer for $0.
How many goats is that?
It's 707.
Zero goats.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Picking the mountain up by its base.
When you say let's go to breakfast, you mean let's go to McDonald's.
Oh my god.
Mix and match two breakfast favorites for $5 and pair them with $1.99 any size iced coffee.
I have to mute this cringe intro. Oh my god, bro.
the other four catch up.
But the other three were fine.
Right, it's like it's that same one that's been low forever, and I keep buying more and more fucking ketchup, thinking, oh, I'll catch it up before it's out. And then before you know it, I'm introducing my new battle ketchup to the four others in the cupboard.
So yeah, the BPM is 350. That's a big BPM. Oh my god, really? I know the melody in the crash point. I have accidentally burped. Alright, time to make some cool sounds in Audacity. Alright. Never mind. I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, I need to go to the bathroom. Are you dressed up? I'm not. Oh my god.
My glasses. No, I think I should be good. Megabytes. Still not enough. Oh, it's 1.2 gigabytes. Oh my god, and all of these are only megabytes. Oh boy. Oh, that's hard. It's hard.
Yo, what the gabber? Alright, it's cool music time. Haggis,
What?
your mom.
Okay, so not a man. I gotta go get my glasses off. No, I gotta put it in my cup.
Alright, so let's generate silence for that many seconds, which is a short amount of time.
Gigabytes.
That's what happens when you fill up your phone storage. You don't play Just Shapes and Beats.
I don't. Oh, I only have the demo. Okay, I don't got the full game. Oh.
So you do that, and then you repeat this 100 times. And then join all of them together.
have enough now? You have enough? See how the others is right? Look at this. This is how fun. I got a lot of space. But look at it. It's 1.2 gigabytes. Jeez.
1.2 gigabytes ain't that much, bro. I got a terabyte of space on this, bro.
Yeah, but that's one game. That's 1.2 gigabytes. Minecraft only has more than that, though. But it's a mobile game, okay? That's a lot for a mobile game. Most mobile games are only...
Yo, Minecraft is a mobile game.
But it costs money. I'm talking about, like, mobile games that are free. That's a lot for a mobile game that's free.
Why you playing mobile game? So you invert this one, and you join the two clips together. This is a square wave. You might see it more commonly represented as two tops and two bottoms, like that, and then mix them all together, like that.
How long is it gonna take for this to start
So, let's normalize this to minus 12 dB, because yeah. Alright. Square wave intensifies. I guess square wave intensifies. Tralalili, tralala. Haggis. Haggis.
What?
Tralalili, tralala. Alright, so now we repeat the. Oh my god. Now we repeat this one. Repeat this one 3 more times. Like that. Now get this square wave looking. So now we're going to have a different kind of wave. This one's actually called the blade wave. And it looks like that. So now we can merge all the square wave. You can see the square wave shape right there. Blade wave looks like that. 1 and then 3. Haggis?
I have a sunny forehead.
Haggis?
I have a sunny forehead.
Haggis? Your mom.
I have a sunny forehead.
Haggis is doing something cringe.
What the heck? What the heck? What? No. I'm not doing that.
Alright, so we're going to select the blade wave and repeat that 3 times. Now, this is just a line. So repeat this 3 times. And join everything together. Now we copy the blade wave again. Move it slightly over here. And select these 2 right here. Select these 2. Move them to the other side. Oh, also we need this one on the other side as well. So now we have this sort of backwards blade wave. Oh, it's this one. So now we group these together now. Just to not hurt y'all's ears, I'm gonna turn this down like that. It's 7:41. No, people. I am actually gonna spam in the chat, bro.
Oh my god. That's horrible. Oh, let's get something way better. It's jogging.
Whatever you're doing, I'm just trying to make me. Alright. Even, but you guys do your second round of chores. Come here, Flipper.
Nice.
What? Maybe let them know.
Okay, but perhaps you can clean your mess off the table.
Watch it die.
Meanwhile, Aggie also has a mess that you need to take care of.
Oh no, too many more stuff. No, I need that.
One question. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you actually sure about that?
What is that?
Yo. No, I don't.
Yes, you do that for your second round. If there's something dirty on the floor that needs mopping, you mop it.
I didn't love that.
You clean up all of that, and then the residue left on the floor, he's gonna have to mop. So you should say sorry to him and not me.
Sorry.
Nuh-uh.
What? Oh, I got it.
Y'all do your second round of chores? No. Mikhail, second round of chores.
I'm still streaming, Mom.
Okay, well then you need to get off the streaming. It's time for your second round of
I
chores.
forgot what me and you looked like without our glasses. It was like in the eclipse, me and you, because in the eclipse picture that just showed we looked completely different. We didn't have our glasses on. I just had contacts on 2 days ago. I know, and you looked different.
Well, how much is it this out?
Wash it.
Kind of get it on the side, put it inside the furniture, and back it on the side, while on the inside.
Now I gotta go check the fucking bathroom so we can see.
Wow.
Mm.
Cheese waterfall. Cheesy Rinsey.
Right, gotta clean the kitchen.
I was peeing, and then I looked up, and there were so many ants in the freaking spider webs.
Really?
So they balance now.
It's been bouncing out there.
Oh,
At least
brother.
they're there.
Yeah, because
Also, Jake, stop thinking Sam is attacking you so often. Like when you made the comment about like people never growing up, they were just trying to explain the same exact kind of stuff I was, and you literally like rudely interrupted them and accused them of attacking.
I thought that they were mean, so I just said sorry. I didn't know if they were upset or not.
But why didn't you could have just said, hey, are you mad at me? I feel like you're mad at me.
Yeah, but when I do that, I feel like you're too more mad.
I would definitely be more mad at being interrupted and being accused of something than having you go, hey, are you mad at me?
And
Are you
then,
mad at me?
the other reason is because I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but I don't. Y'all lecture a lot when I say that. When I ask if they're mad at me, you guys just
No,
lecture.
we're not lecturing you. You asked and we answer. We say why. We say that whether or not they are mad at you and explain whether or not they are. That's not a lecture. You ask that question, we answer it. We answer thoroughly.
You don't want that answer.
That's
It
kind of
doesn't make the lecture.
yeah. Not everything's a lecture. We were just trying to explain to you how things change as you grow and mature. We're just trying to explain something that you brought up. Like, hey, this
The fact
thing.
that you can be playful as an adult and not be childish.
And I was explaining from a psychology standpoint of how people mature and grow, but keep their core behaviors and personality. We were just answering the question that you were talking about.
Okay, say sorry again.
Oh my god, yeah. It's you.
Well, you don't have to, all you have to do is be like, I'm sorry for miscommunication. And the best thing, honestly, is the sorry is not what's important. It's trying to remember this for the future if this happens again and you feel the same as lecturing.
The issue is I feel like I usually don't feel like I did anything wrong. Because I didn't, but then I'll feel like they're being mean.
Well, what did they do that was mean to you in that instance? That was trying to answer your question, but then you immediately were like, well, you're obviously mad at me, I'm sorry. And they were just trying to answer your question.
I didn't use that term.
I didn't say that you used it exactly. That's not what this is about. So drop your cocky with me right now. That is not how you fucking talk to me. I'm your mother. I'm not one of your little friends. I can be friendly with you. I can goof with you. And I do that when I'm relaxed, when you're behaving, when you're not being disrespectful. But right now, that who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I'm trying to explain what you did wrong. You're like, I don't feel like I did anything wrong. And I'm like, well, you're like, that's not what I said. That's not what I'm trying to argue. You said something along the damn lines. I'm not trying to argue with Justin Slack's logic here. That's not what we're arguing about. Either way, you said you felt like they were attacking you and started apologizing profusely, acting as if you were being attacked, and interrupted what they were saying entirely. And then when they tried to explain to you that that's not what they were trying to say, as soon as every time they try to talk, you're like, I'm sorry. That's rude. So that's what you did wrong. You were rude. Before you me again.